Hi guys, so life recipe 25, and today I'm back in London in Hyde Park actually, and it's the 20th of March and spring is supposed to start, and yesterday we still had a layer of snow here in London. And someone asked me something this morning, and it's about how do you hold people when you care someone in a relationship, whether that's a love relationship with your children, family, friends, or at work. How do you hold someone? And we were talking about unconditional love, and what does that mean? And unconditional love really means without any conditions at all. So that means without thinking, why does she do that? Why is he like that? Why do you behave like that? Why do they ask me to do that? So without conditions at all. And that's sometimes so difficult to practice. And I get trapped with that as well. And sometimes with my children, who are 15 and 17 now, and you care about them, you love them, and sometimes you want to protect them. And unconditional love is when you put conditions on a relationship, any relationship, you start to control, and you want it in the way which suits you best. So I always like to think back when we were young, and you had these Christmas balls, and these balls, they would break, just by the look at it. The modern ones, of course, they're not so fragile, but the old ones were very fragile. And I remember our mums, when we were young and excited, we were never allowed to touch them, because as soon as you touch them, they would break. And relationships are exactly the same. The only way you could hold a Christmas, those old-fashioned Christmas balls, was flat on your hand, like this. Flat on your hand, you had to hold them. So imagine that relationships are exactly the same. As soon as we put a little bit of pressure on trying to protect that ball from falling, trying to that relationship to not go the direction we don't want it. So we put pressure on, and our hands start to look like this. But as soon as you do that, you squash another. So the only way to hold that ball was with a flat hand. And when we do that with relationships, with our friends, our children, as well, when we hold them flat in our hands and put on no pressure at all, that's the only way for that person, your child, your partner, to flourish. So think about that. Don't put any pressure on at all. Let them flourish, let them be free, just like we like to be. We like to flourish and free. In that way we can be the best partner, friend, colleague, or son or daughter in any relationship as well. So allow the other to be free and flourish without no conditions at all. So that was it for this week, and I see you next week. Have a great week.